We have this hiring alert section at end of these sessions to discuss. So yeah, get your link down from there and grab the opportunity to get yourself hired. Yeah. So the session we were having that Azure 900 certifications, we will continue down from there only. The questions we have that to discuss will be the MCQ questions will be asked to clear our certification. The very first question is, your company's developers intend to deploy a large number of custom virtual machines on a weekly basis. They will also be removing these virtual machines during the same week it was deployed. So 60% of the virtual machine have Windows Server 2016 installed, while the other 40% has Ubuntu Linux installed. You are required to make sure that the administrative effects needs for this process is reduced by employing a suitable Azure services. Solutions, you recommend the use of Microsoft Managed Desktop. So the answer for this will be no only. Again, they have asked for you have informed that the application deployment strategy should allow for guaranteed availability of 99.99%, and you need to make sure that the strategy requires as little virtual machine as availability zones as possible. So you includes two virtual machines and two availability zones for this as a solutions. So will this meet the goal? Yes, it will the as per the requirement only. So answer here will be yes only. And now they have asked this question again that they will have some large number of custom virtual machines to be deployed on a weekly basis, and they will also be removing these virtual machines during the same week at it was deployed. So it reflect as they are testing something. 60% of the virtual machine have Windows Server 2016 installed. This is the same like as the last questions we have. And this time you recommend the solution of Azure Reserve Virtual Machines instance. In this situation as well, you will not meet the goal. So your answer will be no only. And again, they have asked these questions. You need to deploy a large number of custom virtual machines on a weekly basis, and you will be removing these virtual machine at the same week as it was deployed. And this time you have recommended the solution as Azure Dev Test Lab. So yeah, your testing will be performed in Dev Test Lab only. Will be the best solution for this. So yeah, it will meet the goal, and your answer will be yes only. Next, your company have virtual machines hosted in Microsoft Azure. The VM are located in a single virtual network named vNet1. The company have users that work remotely. The remote workers require access to the VM on vNet1. You need to provide access for the remote worker. What you will choose? So you need to choose your configure a point to site VPN. Yeah. And next scenario, they have asked, you have been informed by your supervisor of the company intentions to automate server deployment to Azure. There is however, some concern that administrative credentials could be uncovered during this process. So you are required to make sure that during the deployment, the administrative credentials are encrypted using suitable Azure solutions. The solution you have recommended is use of Azure Information Protect. So will this meet the goal? No, it will not meet the goal. No. And the next question they have, you have been informed by your supervisor of the company to intentions to automate server deployment to Azure. In this case as well, they have like are doing some kind of deployment, and you need your administrative credentials will be encrypted during that deployment. So now you have like recommended the solution for this is your Azure multi-factor authentication. So they are asking, will this meet the goal? No, it will again not meet the goal. And now, in this scenario, they have asked the company provider will like to deploy a cloud solution by making use of Azure Government. Azure Government can only be used by a certain type of clients to deploy cloud solutions. So which of the following are the type of customer that can make use of Azure Governments in this situation? You need to answer direct by the correct option from there. Yeah, so a United States government contractor and a United States government entity are only allowed to use this solution. Now, now they have asked the your company has an Azure Active Directory environment. User occasionally connect to Azure AD via the internet. You have been tasked with making sure that users who connects to Azure AD via the internet from an identified IP address are automatically encouraged to change passwords. So what you will recommend for the solutions? You have recommended configure the use of Azure AD identity protection. So will this meet the goal? Yeah, it will meet the goal because it will maintain some kind of dictionary for that your internet IP addresses. Next, in this scenario, they have asked your company has an Azure Active Directory environment, and your user occasionally connects to Azure AD via the internet. And you have been tasked with making sure that the users who connects to Azure AD via the internet from an unidentified IP address are automatically encouraged to change the passwords. So you have recommended like configure the Azure AD privileged identity management. Will this meet the goal? No, it will not. Yeah. Now we are on that hiring alert section of the session. The profile we have is the consult data engineers experience. They have allowed to freshers to apply and to get hired from there. Eligibility they have given only UG and PG, preferably in computer science and information technology. So graduates and postgraduates both are eligible to apply. Skills they have asked for any ETL ETL knowledge you have, any cloud knowledge you have, and the object-oriented programming language, Python, and SQLs. So these are the fundamental skills they are asking in these skill sets. Expected wages you can expect between 5 to LLPA. So it is good chance to grab. Yeah. So now thank you. Do check other content.